When we look at a year like this, everyone is obviously very eager to have actionable next steps and solutions. You've talked so much about the business community having given a lot of lip service, but not necessarily the elbow grease to see the change that we're all so eager to move forward with. You actually, though, have talked about a formula around what companies should be doing. Can you walk us through that? And I love that you always say that math has no opinion. Talk a little bit about what needs to happen to take that accountability to the next level.
So I always say, if it matters, it counts. So start counting. And to your point, math has no opinion. The math will tell you where you are. Our firm is a sponsor of something called the Black Corporate Directors Conference. It's been around for a couple of decades, where we bring together Fortune 500 Black directors. And in recent years, we've also added Latinx directors as well, as a version of our own form of inclusion. And at the Black Corporate Directors Conference, we have a call to action around the civil rights agenda, saying for us to be true fiduciaries, we need to make sure the civil rights agenda is also considered in the boardroom, because it's in the best interest of the company. And to that end, we talk about the 3 Ps: people, purchasing, and philanthropy. And we say, count across ethnicity, not one multicultural umbrella that has gender and race all rolled up together, because that masks the underrepresentation. But you count across ethnicity at the board level, at the C-suite level, as you go all the way down the organization. And you can't pat yourself on the back if 90% of your diversity comes from assistants who happen to be Black women. That doesn't work. And so we start with that. Then the next P is purchasing. We think this whole idea of procurement and supplier diversity is last century. So we talk about business diversity, making sure that in the biggest areas of corporate spend, which these days are professional services, financial services, technology, that you have diverse vendors and suppliers working for the company, because that leads to economic opportunity for not just entrepreneurs, but whole communities. And then last but not least, philanthropy. Now, philanthropy lately has been the big area. People have been, bragging about some of their philanthropic donations. And when it comes to civil rights institutions, I think that's great. But I also don't want it to be the tail that wags the dog. Because at the end of the day, you can only fix your house from within, not from without.